welcome. You've come at the best time. You've just started at the best time. Welcome if you've just joined us. I haven't watched Gothix in a spell, as they say. 2 days ago. Wow, she's not doing great. That's funny. Is it wrong for gay couples to adopt? 4,000 views, 336,000 subscribers, 4,000 views in 2 days. Doing great. Her astroturfed community is, flimsy. Anyway, so she's making content. Let's see. I don't really want spoilers, if I'm honest. Fuck it. Let's go. I kind of hate when people do this. When they're chuds. I get why people do this content-wise, but I hate that chuds do it because...
And I get it. People are going to be very annoyed that I'm bringing this up, but I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love these really deep philosophical and spicy conversations. I love them.
God, she's so fucking stupid. She's still too much of a pussy to have a conversation with me. Every single time we've gotten close, she just ended up blocking me, dude. Every single time we've gotten close, she just is like, I need my fucking... I need my fucking editor with me? Like, so weird.
I can have them all day. I don't get upset. Why can't you? Gothix. What's up, everyone? My name is Gothix, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't made videos like this in a bit because I feel like I've been talking in circles, and there's only so many times I can repeat myself. But let me just clarify on that really quick before we get into this video.
Dude, it must be so fucking lonely. Like, imagine being this kind of person. Like, just nobody likes you, ever. Crazy. Like, what kind of fucking validation do you ever get in your life? Like, just the negative, we all hate the same thing kind of stuff. Like, this is why these people sit in these ruts. They're all unlikable pieces of shit. And the only kind of community they can find is all, like, yelling in the same direction at groups to, shrug off any of their own fucking impotence and meaninglessness.
Over the last year and a half, I've come to realize that the majority, if not all, of the issues that most people are upset about in the world really fall back on moral arguments. And unfortunately, people don't
Isn't that crazy how ethics is important to humans?
Want to question their own standards of morality because it's the equivalent to holding a mirror up to their face, and people don't like that. People don't like this feeling that
sure is
maybe
right.
The things that I have believed to be right and true are actually wrong. And I get that. I understand. So
no introspection whatsoever.
For me,
none.
I tend to just pick and choose what topics I really, really feel compelled to talk about.
And this clickbait. Is it wrong for gay couples to adopt? You thought it was going to do well? Hi there, I'm Gothix. I'm an astroturf conservative wingbat with the aesthetic of an alternative woman to be the sugar on the bitter pill of conservative hate politics. That's honest trailers.
And this was one of them. So we're going to get into this. I'm sure most people came across this video last week. I mean, I definitely did. I saw it reshared thousands of times, and people are very upset. So I'm just going to play it very quickly. I think there's some corny background music, so I'm just going to have it muted. But what you can see here is a newborn baby being handed over to...
I don't give a fuck what CBS says.
The baby's new
don't give a fuck.
Parents.
Never watch CBS.
And as you can imagine, people...
I get my news from alternative news sources. I had a guy at my reunion say he gets his news from the most out there sources he possibly can, and it's like, I would love to have a conversation with you, but I feel like he doesn't come across as the type of guy who would be good with that conversation. I feel like he'd get pretty upset, so I didn't.
Are losing their minds over this. So I
Why are
don't
they
need to
losing
go
their
through the
minds?
comment section to show you what the dialogue is, but let me just give you a brief synopsis of what the comments look like. On one half of the argument, you hear people saying that this is wrong, that a child should be raised by two parents, a mother and a father, a male and a female, and that this baby is going to have a difficult upbringing. All right, fair enough. Now,
Fair enough? That's not fair enough. That's not fair at all.
we have the other half of the argument where people are saying there's nothing wrong with a gay couple adopting a child, and even in some cases of when it deals with surrogacy. This in particular isn't surrogacy. I believe the mother just didn't want the baby and just wanted to give it up for adoption. But in situations of surrogacy, the same people that support a gay couple renting out a woman's womb are the same people who seem to be okay with a baby being handed over to a gay couple.
Handed over to a gay couple. Strange phrasing. Yeah, man. I mean, pretty easy, just homophobia stuff. I don't know how. I mean, I'm pretty calloused against this kind of shit. Oh, I'm so outraged. Ooh, she said she's so shocking. I mean, fuck off. They're a happy family. They're gonna be good parents. You know, they want a kid. It takes a lot to be given legal guardianship of a child financially. So obviously, you can tell that they, can support the child. Yeah, I mean, this is a good situation.
Okay. And they see nothing wrong with it. And
That's correct.
From their perspective, they think that it's better than the child withering away in foster care. Now,
Definitely. Off topic, but is that a Ghost Dad lamp? No, Pickles, it is a Ghost Dad lamp. We do have a new Ghost Dad lamp.
to be fair, just because a child is
Brooke
adopted
made
into
one.
a household with a heterosexual couple doesn't necessarily mean there's never going to be any problems.
correct.
There have been many documented cases of children being placed in very
How much you want to say? How much you want to bet? She goes, but I mean, gay folks abuse people too, and I mean, can you imagine? So we must just
abusive situations. So yes, that does happen, but there have been many situations of the same thing happening with same-sex couples. So
There
this
it
isn't
is.
something, this isn't actually a good argument when people say, well, why would you rather let a child stay in foster care instead of giving it to a gay couple, as if the gay couple would never abuse a child? No, that does happen in the same way that it
Amazing.
happens with heterosexual couples. So really, what's the deciding factor here? If there is an equal potential for a child to be placed in an abusive household, what is that deciding factor?
the deciding factor of abusive households.
That determines one situation to
Let's see.
ultimately
Let's see what your
be
answer
better
is.
for the child in the long run.
What do you think
What I
it is?
really hate about these types of debates is a lot of people seem to be more concerned with how the adults feel as opposed to what's best for the child, not what I personally think is okay for the child based on my own personal opinion. No, what is literally best for that child. The
Okay.
deciding factor, in my opinion, is the fact that we were designed to obtain a healthy dose of
A healthy dose of heterosexuals.
what both the mother can provide
Yeah.
and both what the father
That's what I
can
thought.
provide, and not an artificial imitation of what people think a mother is or what people think a father is.
What do you mean what they think it is? They are what they are. You can't help it if someone's like, that's my dad. That's it. That's what they are now. You don't understand, Jake. It's better for a child to have been kicked into the foster system instead of having two parents loving and waiting for them the literal moments they're born. No. That doesn't make sense. We need a woman and a man of any variety, it doesn't matter their quality, we need them instead of the gays. For what reason? I just feel like it's that way, she said. Real bright stuff. Jesus Christ, dude. Do you think she likes... I feel like her pillow is a brick. And she just fucking like every night. Oh, and she conks out every day and just tossing and turning on the brick.
In order for us to be able to form a logical conclusion about whether or not a same-sex couple adopting a child is a good thing, we have to get to the root argument. So we have to dig a little bit deeper, and this video is going to get very spicy. So if you're not into these conversations, I don't know, go watch Blue's Clues or something.
Wow, she's so edgy. Whoa.
But in order for us to argue that a same-sex couple adopting a child is morally good or morally wrong, we have to first establish whether or not homosexuality is morally good or morally wrong.
Okay. Homosexuality is a neutral act. It has no moral or ethical stand any more than heterosexuality or anything else, you know. That's it. It's a neutral thing.
Or any of the other letters, because there's a lot of letters now. So we have to have that conversation, because if the argument is that homosexuality is morally wrong, then logically, why would you allow or advocate for a same-sex couple to adopt a child? In other words, why would you...
Why is it morally wrong, Gothix?
...expose a child to something that you agree to be morally wrong? So that's what we're going to do in this video.
Know what the word logically
means. Very rigorous conversation.
I'm sure it'll be so rigorous.
I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just talking
rigorous.
But I want you to really think about this. And if you are someone who's a part of the alphabet community, or you support it, or whatever,
the alphabet community. Her editor is trans. I wonder if she's been fired yet, or she just slurping up the fucking abuse money. Oh, please run me over with a fucking truck.
Listen, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to get you thinking about something, all right?
She's just asking questions. On behalf of who, you ask? Who knows?
I'm not going to stop you from living your life. Live your life, boo-boo. But at minimum...
Live your life, boo-boo. Why has she made that her thing? Why has she made this her fucking vibe? Like, literally nobody likes her. Help us fund the Gothix documentary? 4 replies.
I think we owe it to children to have these conversations and really consider all sides of the argument, instead of
I think we owe it to children to feed all of you to sharks.
Slamming on your keyboard and calling people homophobic bigots, because
sharks.
At the end of it all, the most important person in this conversation is the child and what is best for the child. Yeah. Not your feelings, not the feelings of adults, the kid.
Not your feelings.
Most, if not all, of the really controversial political topics that we're dealing with right now, whether it be trans rights, pro-abortion stuff, gender-affirming care, same-sex.
Well, she looks too queer for them. She doesn't realize it, but she's queer-coded, right? I mean, I think she does realize it. She thinks it's her in or something. But like, it's not. It doesn't. It does not work with conservatives. Conservatives are not about this. So yeah, you're right, Gnome Pickles.
Foster, whatever, right? All of that, all of these conversations boil down to morality. So if you don't have a clear understanding of where your moral standards derive from, then you're going to find yourself talking in circles.
Sure, Gothix, would you like to talk about morals and ethics? I would love to have that conversation. Let's talk. I'm sure that you are open to friendly discussions about topics that we disagree with each other on, without any liaison in between us to manage that conversation, because we're both adults, boo-boo.
So, this is my question to people who think that this is okay. You have to first
Will you send that to her?
ask yourself, is the act of engaging in homosexuality okay? Now, whatever answer that you give, where did you get that answer from? If
I got my answer from, can adults consent to sex? Yes. Can two adults consent to any act at all with each other? I think so, yeah. You can consent to fucking, I don't know, do literally anything. You want to cut my arm off and you cut your arm off? Let's fucking go. Yeah, you can consent to that. I mean, yeah. I mean, so if I can think of extreme things, like you can consent to joust each other, which I think is way more damaging to your health than fucking each other. Yeah, I think I'm allowing you to have sex too. You guys can love each other and everything, man. You guys can be nice to each other and love each other. I'm allowing it. As a straight, I will allow you to express love in whatever way that you feel. Yeah, I don't care. How would you fucking care?
For saying that.
God, it's so good that I could allow the gays to express themselves. Yes. I feel so fucking good bestowing upon them the rights to live their lives. Sharks, I say. Sharks.
Born with an inclination, a
How
sexual
pathetic.
inclination, is the justification.
My sexual inclination is towards the ladies. I want to fuck ladies. I'm a heterosexual man. I am, and I really like ladies. I do. I like titties and butts. I do, and vaginas. I do. But it's not like the whole part of me that exists, and it's not also. Did you know? These two fellas look like people that are on computers sometimes. You think they got hobbies and stuff, you know? They do other stuff. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's a homophobic thing. But, like, it's not all about fucking, man. It's just because you're fixated on it. Because you're repressed. Because you're fucking stupid. That's why. Sharks.
Needed to act
How many
out
calories
a
in a human
behavior.
brain? How many
case,
calories
you're born
in
gay,
a human?
So you have the justification to
Let's go.
act out a
brain.
homosexual lifestyle. If that's your reasoning for
For every 100 grams of the brain, there are 143 calories. The heart clocks in at around 651 calories, while the brain, spinal cord, and nerve trunks collectively about 2,700. I believe the brain's probably the bulk of that. Yeah. 180% of your B12 if you eat a quarter pound of beef brain. Anyway, so what are the caloric... how many calories do sharks need? I'm sorry. Did I say what? Daily? No. That's fucking crazy. It has been estimated that a 20-foot-long whale shark filters 614,000 liters per hour of water and eats 6,721 calories a day. Okay. All right. So that's what we need. So a few of them could sustain one shark. Think of it this way. You know? It's for the sharks.
homosexuality being okay.
It's like ASPCA.
And that standard has to be applied throughout.
Not whale sharks. That was just the one example I could find, obviously. Didn't you know that you could use old-timey scientific terms at 10 times more scary sounding? Take water, for example. Dihydrogen monoxide.
All
Yeah.
other sexual inclinations.
I'm going to speed her up.
You can grasp where I'm going with this. Now, I'm not saying, okay, and since people they have selective hearing, I'm not saying that homosexuality is synonymous with child attraction, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if your standard is born this way equals morally okay, then naturally you have to apply that to every other situation.
You got to be specific when you mean situation, and you're not, because you know that if you get pinned down, you won't be able to have the conversation because you're too fucking stupid, okay? Because pedophilia is not a sexuality. It's a fucking what do they call that? It's called something. It's a bad predilection. It's not a kink. It's a fucking paraphilia. And it's not good. It's a thing that we don't want to happen because kids can't consent, and that's the rub. That's it, man. Kids can't consent. Okay, but you can consent with a. Tell you what. You can consent with an adult to. You could both pretend to be fucking. I don't know. You both wear diapers and bang. I don't care. You're adults. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you do.
The other thing to keep in mind about this born this way argument is that
it's not an argument, it's just true.
There are a lot of people who were claiming to be born this way in terms of same-sex attraction, and they're no longer gay. So how did that happen?
A lot of people who claim that they're straight that are no longer straight. How did this happen? Pretty odd stuff.
Were they lying? And what is the standard?
Were they lying?
For determining if someone's lying or not? Who sets that standard?
Them? They can decide. So they're like, I'm gay. So you're just like, maybe they're not actually gay? So now you're like, what if these guys aren't gay, actually? Meandering. This is her real, ooh, we're getting into the nitty-gritty philosophical argument, are we? She's just sort of like fucking sludge mouth, fucking pudding brain.
If we're not intending on gatekeeping whether or not someone is actually gay, then we have to assume that a lot of people fell out of that phase. So again, not really a good standard to...
Do we have to assume that people fell out of the phase of being gay? Do you assume that the two men you're talking about have fallen out of the phase of being gay? Where do you have statistics on this falling out of being gay thing? This conjecture that you've brought up? Would you like to back this up with any sort of study at all? No, of course not. Just so fucking stupid, dude. This is why nobody is watching these videos.
Justify homosexuality being okay if it's not even consistent with the people who claim to use that particular argument. So that was the first argument that I find most people will use. And the second is a little bit similar, but there's some differences, and I'll explain what I mean. The next argument is when people say, well, homosexuality is morally okay because it's natural. It's in their nature. They were born that way. See,
you said it was a different argument. It has nothing to do with... I don't care if you're born gay. I'll steel man your position. If being gay is a choice every day, I'm just going to suck dick against my... I don't want to suck a dick, but I want to suck a dick. And I'm going to do it. You know when you want to do something, but you don't want to, you feel me? But that they're persevering. I'm going to be honest. You can do that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. This is like so stupid. Shark food. We need sharks. We need sharks uprising. Give shark legs. 2024. If you are a president and you run on giving sharks legs so they can run amok and chew on the drool brains, I will vote for you.
It's a little bit similar. They were born that way. So nature is the standard of which we can say that homosexuality is okay. See, now we've opened up another problem. Because if nature created people to have same-sex attraction, knowing very well that they would be created with the inability to reproduce with the same sex, and we're saying that nature defines morality, then what we...
Nature doesn't define morality. What? No one said nature defines morality. Benny Maru, give one to Dr. Robotnik. When I just change the subject, then stuff I say makes more sense.
Have here are people circumventing the morality established by nature.
Circumventing the morality established by nature? I mean, fuck nature. Come at me, bro. Try to beat me. I'm a human. I mean, I don't care. I'm... What does this mean? You're appealing to fucking Gaia? You're appealing to, like, fucking... I don't know. Heterosexuality means we can reproduce. Okay? What if I just want to fuck ass? What if I'm just trying to fuck ass, okay? What if I'm just trying to fuck my husband's ass? I'm not trying to reproduce. Piece of shit. What if I'm just trying to blow? Blow dick. What if I'm not even trying to do dick? What if I'm not even trying to fuck? What if I'm just trying to fucking cuddle? I'm not even gay and I'm going to get offended on behalf of people just living. What if I just want to live, man? Telling me I can't live? Fuck you. Piece of shit. Dude, this kid's going to grow up to be dope. Like, if you touch your boys on Tuesday, you're gay. We don't cuddle on Tuesday. It's too warm to do that. I cuddle Sarah on Tuesdays sometimes. False. Homosexual relationships are beneficial to reproduction. The more fucking that occurs, the more likely you are to fuck something with the right gametes rather than wasting your time trying to figure out who has the right parts. I don't know if that's... I think you're brute forcing the problem. I think technically, if you just fucked everybody, it'd work out. It's more of a pan. I think it's good because, like, we don't need more babies. We got them. We have some. If we started needing babies, we'd make more. Be like, damn, we need some babies. Who wants to make babies? I'd be like, look, I'll come. You can have babies. I don't want anything to do with them. You can have some babies. I'll come. And you'll have some. It'd be fine. If I'm the only guy doing it, then whatever, dude. I'll be like Genghis Khan. Genghis Corn. Instead of conquering, he was the last cuck in the feminazi, I don't know, new world order to give his seed up. Like a cock. I'll come. I don't care.
Let me repeat that. So,
Okay,
if nature
yeah, please repeat
creates two men to be attracted to one another, knowing that these two men cannot reproduce if they have sex.
Nature doesn't know anything. It's not a thinking thing, you dumb piece of shit. I fucking actually think I hate this person. I She is antithetical to me in every possible way. Every time we cover her, everything she says is just so fucking rife with bullshit. I don't think she believes a fucking thing she says. She's so goddamn stupid. I think we have evolved past the need to reproduce. We are no longer cave people hitting rocks together. I mean, you know, I don't know about evolving past anything. We're fucking apes. But we have definitely... Society is to a place where we don't need the labor of children constantly to live. That's all. We have not evolved to any point of fucking... We're fine. We are fine creatures on Earth.
That we are now contradicting the morality established by nature. You get what I'm saying?
No, because it's fucking stupid. The morality established by nature. Morality is a social construct, okay? It only... Because we're humans, right? We have a subjective experience about what morality is because the morality involves us continuing to exist, right? True fucking morality is probably like Cthulhu, where it's like, you know, humans are probably bad for the earth and the things on it, right? Ethically, for us, human-centric, anthrocentric, I mean, we want to keep existing, so we're fine with the ethical dilemmas that we pose to the earth. Yeah, you can cut down trees. Trees don't fucking probably want to be cut down, but the trees, fuck them. I'm going to be honest, I tuned her out about 2 minutes ago, and I'm focusing on the strangeness that is her TV background. Oh, no.
I know some people will counter this argument with the fact that some women are incapable of carrying babies. They're incapable of getting pregnant. That doesn't change the fact that women are still designed to carry babies.
Some of them are. Some of them have dicks, big ones and small ones.
Right? So no matter how much...
No medium ones, though. There was not one trans girl with a medium-sized dick. They're big or they're small.
you try to make a man pregnant, or no matter how much you try to fertilize an egg with another egg, it's just not going to work.
No one's trying to... What do you think lesbians do, dude? You think they're fertilizing their eggs together? They're fucking ovulating into each other's pussies? You dumb bitch. Like, oh my god, dude. I'm so fucking done. I'm done. What does she think lesbians do? They shoot eggs at each other! Ah!
Whereas there are anomalies that do occur, but it still doesn't change the intended design of
I'm done, dude.
Human beings are meant to
I'm mad.
one another. So now the next argument that a lot of people
The
tend to go with
transphobes
is
going back
science can show us
to
the
homophobia.
chemicals
Yeah.
and components used to create a bomb, but science can't tell us whether or not we should actually use the bomb. Now, you could say that dropping a bomb would result in human suffering and death.
You're talking about nuclear holocaust now in discussions about can two people fuck each other and love each other and have a family? Yes, the answer is yes. This isn't highbrow. You're fucking dumb. Lesbians shooting eggs at each other. Behold, sexual pong. True.
Death. And so science is still a good way of establishing our moral obligations, but that wouldn't make any sense because the idea of human suffering and death being an indicator of something that's morally wrong is in itself using an established moral standard. So who says that causing my neighbor to suffer is wrong?
Who says that causing your neighbor to suffer is wrong? The rest of us. The rest of society decided that. Unless you're a billionaire, or a police officer, or a politician, or a celebrity, or a judge, or, you know.
Who says that me violently attacking someone for no reason is wrong? Who says that, right? Science can't tell us that. Hello, I was editing this video and I thought to myself...
You were editing the video? Oh no, did you lose your editor? This video started with a video of two people happy to see their new baby for the first time. How the fuck did she get to this point? She hasn't even played that video, by the way.
I feel like I might have confused people with that bomb analogy, so I wanted to circle back and clarify on what I...
Oh, good! I couldn't have just cut this out. Now I think that my analogy was stupid. And let's just add another layer of me being fucking dumb.
I meant. So pretty much, science can show us findings about the world, but science can't tell us how we should apply those findings to our own life.
Sure.
So, for example, through science, we have a lot of data that suggests members of the LGBTQ community have a higher rate of psychiatric disorders.
And it would be a dumb person that says that the psychiatric disorders were caused by being a member of the LGBTQ plus community, because what these studies actually show is that being an LGBTQ plus member just makes you more likely to be socially ostracized, and pretty much all of it's from that and the treatment of their family and stuff like that, because of people like you, because you're just fucking brain dead. She's multiplying. Get the bug spray. Jesus Christ.
Primarily depression, suicidal behavior.
Yeah.
And then also it shows us that members of this community are more likely to have a substance abuse problem.
Yeah, for the same reason. Also, lack of access to mental or regular health care. Because people self-medicate. Yep. These are normal. We know exactly why these things happen. This isn't a mystery. It's a mystery to her, but she's not involved with any of these decisions. She's just a dumbass on YouTube with a failing channel.
Also have data that shows us...
She won't be around in 2 years, dude. If she is, she's on a new grift. Like, she'll be, head slucked onto somebody else's podcast or something.
Members of this community tend to contract HIV more, and a contributing factor of that is, as I said, members within this community tend to abuse drugs and alcohol at higher rates than heterosexuals. And so what we're looking at is basically a domino effect, because if you have a community with a higher rate of mental illness, then someone with a mental illness is more likely to engage in drug use, and someone who engages in drug use is more likely to engage in sexually risky behavior.
I think the one thing that can make you more sexually risky, and we'll call it risky, the number one thing that you can do to become a risky sexual person is to become a Christian. When you are a Christian, you become so perverted and disgusting that you start harming people with your sexuality pretty much everywhere. Or you are so repressed by the community that you are in, and they don't support you so much that you have to fucking ball it up inside. And and once you know it, then you're back onto why the members of those groups are, high risk factors for self-medication and mental health issues. It turns out that the hard counter to milquetoast fascism were organophosphates. What? Organophosphates? Don't know. That's over my head. There have been studies that show theoretically women could reproduce without men. I don't know the science behind it, but it's pretty interesting. All you need is a little cum.
And then also there's additional data
I don't know how true that is for long.
Community are more likely to live in poverty. So all that to say, if we were to
and poverty is a thing that you allow in a system that you advocate for, and one that I would get rid of, because poverty is the leading cause of all of the social ills that you think you don't like, besides like being gay. Although when you're poor, I don't know. Do you think being poor makes you gay, chat? I don't think so.
Suggests that science is how we establish our morality, we would be looking at this data and saying, okay, it's not a good idea to place a child into a home with a same-sex couple, knowing that this particular group of people is at a higher risk for all of these factors.
Yeah, that'd be fucking stupid.
But that's not what we're doing, right? We're sort of picking and choosing when we want to appeal to authority. But again, science can't actually tell us if
that's not what
drug
use
use is morally wrong, if a sexually risky behavior
drug use is not morally wrong.
Is morally wrong. We have data that paints us a picture. It can make a suggestion, but at the end of the day, who's to say these things are actually bad? In the same way that if you look throughout history, there have been many wars and many bombs have been dropped, knowing that these bombs kill people. We still drop them. So I hope that cleared up my analogy and what I meant by the science argument. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
No, she's just so fucking stupid. I know I keep saying that, but she's so stupid. You're nefarious or you're stupid, and I truly believe she's stupid.
Move along to another standard that I hear people talk about: psychology / medicine, right? And this sort of falls into the scientific stuff, but I wanted to touch on psychology specifically because a lot of people will say, well, mentally, there's something up here that is different within someone who has same-sex attraction or has gender dysphoria. There's something different going on up there, and therefore, because of that difference, that is the justification that that particular behavior is okay. And if we're
the behaviors, it's fine to be gay. I don't care. It sounds a lot like Cope from someone who just learned about the miracle of prostate stimulation and is terrified of the competition. Oh no, what? No.
We're going with the argument that a difference in psychology is an indicator of whether or not someone's behavior is right, then naturally we have to apply that to every other type of person engaging in a variety of different behaviors.
Yeah, if it was, I would absolutely ban you from reproduction if this was the case. Like, you're just too fucking stupid to be in charge of another human being's fucking life, dude. Gothic's almost like morality is inherently arbitrary.
Some of which a lot of people would think is morally wrong. So who gets to decide what the boundaries are for what type of psychological difference would justify someone's behavior? Who gets to set that standard?
Not a psychological difference. They're just different than I am. But I'm different than them. And the reason why LGBTQ yeah, exactly. It's an external problem, not an internal.
Remember, it was psychology that told us not too long ago that homosexuality was considered a mental illness, whereas now it's not. Remember it.
That's right, because what do you think, they had a better fucking handle in 1979 than we do now? Is that what you're going to say to me? Amazing. Yeah, go back to 1979 and be the person you are visually.
It was psychology that told us gender dysphoria was a very rare psychological issue, whereas now literally anyone from adults to infants can identify as whatever gender they want.
I can't even... Is that it? Can identify as whatever gender they want. They are whatever gender they are is really the case. You know what I mean? Like, and most of the time they're going to be like, cis. It's going to be fine, dude.
Okay, so psychology is not a good method to justify whether or not something is morally right or wrong. Morality must be consistent.
Where's your morality come from?
Has to be.
Is
Otherwise,
it God and
there's
Jesus?
No point to complain about all the ills of the world.
My morality is consistent. I don't know, man. My morality is super consistent.
Because now it's just your morality versus my morality. So
yours is worse. I would love to argue ethics and morality with her. That would be incredible. But she never will, because she's a fucking coward. Say something nice, she's mortal. Okay. I'll say something actually nice. She presents herself well. Look how put together her outfit is. She put a lot of time in.
So what other arguments are there? The government, which is probably the worst one, I should say, the absolute worst one. The government is in charge of defining what is and isn't morally okay.
Nope.
You out of your mind? And if you're going to say that the government is the moral arbiter of the universe, then I'm assuming you've never heard of the Kentler experiment in the 1970s, where the Berlin welfare authorities handed over homeless teenagers to known pedophiles as some kind of bizarre experiment.
What does this have to do with two guys having a baby?
Go.
I mean, this is just fucking straight up homophobia, man. I mean, you're just a fucking hateful loser. You just really don't deserve rights yourself. I feel like the tankies should just, some of them in the revolution, you let the tankies go a little crazy sometimes. Just be like, okay, fucking, they're sort of like bloodhounds. You get a little rag, it's like Tim Pool's beanie. Go smell it, and then fucking like 7 people in Black Bot go, and then run into the fucking woods in West Virginia looking for Tim Pool. Same thing here. like really at this point, like fucking how are you advocating for equality, like life to live for anybody? This is how you want to live. So she still hasn't, and I don't know if she ever will, because she's disgusting. Is she going to say where she gets her morality from? Is it going to be the Bible and Jesus? Okay, Gothix, you've gone for what feels like hours. Are you going to talk about your initial point? No.
So
She's
no,
not going to
I'm
get
not
to any
going
of
to
them.
ask the government what they think about this situation. No thanks. All right,
Cool.
so we've covered a variety of different arguments for
Let's
this
hear it.
particular topic. Born this way, nature, science, psychology, medicine,
Sure, have me on to talk about this.
government. Another common argument that I hear,
just
and
another
one that I
argument.
tend to find people will fall back on after they work through their reasonings of the previous examples that I just gave you,
Let's see if
is
she gets to mine.
opinion. I personally feel that this is okay because I just feel it. It's instinctual. I just know deep in my soul that this particular thing is okay. And you can make that argument, but the problem is that you've created a new set of issues, because now you have no justification to criticize anyone else for something that you personally find to be morally wrong.
There are morally wrong things and morally good things. It's perfectly fine for all of us to be like, yep, it's morally okay to love a person, whoever that is, right? As long as they consent to like an adult relationship. You know what I mean? That's it. That's her argument. I guess it's her argument. Yeah. Totally fucking brain dead.
Because if you're saying that homosexuality is fine based on your own personal opinions, then why are we complaining about homophobia or transphobia or bigotry or hatred or violence? Or why are we complaining about any of those things? Because other people are doing the same thing that you would be doing, which is creating your own standards for right and wrong.
Can people agree that things are good or bad? I don't know. Shut the fuck up. Just.
Now, all that to say, I know this was very long-winded, but I was trying to work you to the root argument before we can actually tackle this video.
Sure,
And that
tackle
is,
the
if
video.
you don't have a constant standard to establish morality, meaning a standard that doesn't change depending on who's in office, depending on what the culture says, depending on
Is it the
how
Bible?
societal norms shift. If
Is
you
it
have
Christianity?
a standard that's always changing depending on
Is it
different
Christianity?
circumstances, and that standard isn't actually a standard. As a matter of fact, there was a research study conducted. I forgot what institution published this, but I'll edit that in later.
If you can't think about a problem you've never thought about before, then, well, it's not good morality. Yeah, I believe that morality is fluid, man. Yeah. Just ask us ask us the thing. Is it okay for two men to have sex with each other? Yes. Is it okay for two men to have sex with each other if one doesn't agree to? No. See how easy that was? We just figured it out. But technically they're the same thing. They're not. They're different.
But there was this research study that was done that was like 100 years ago. It showed that the majority of people perceived homosexuality to be a result of environment.
100 years ago they had this study. Wow.
Meaning that if someone was gay, most people concluded it was because of how they were raised,
they
what they were exposed to.
In 1923?
It's me again. I actually misspoke, and it was less than 50 years ago.
Fewer than 50 years ago? Wow, in the 70s? Wow. Do you have any contemporary ones? Do you have any ones from, since the DSM's been updated? Do you have any? No? Just the old knowledge that is inferior now? Just inferior stuff? Cool, man.
This question for this research study was initially asked.
Oh, cool.
That is a lot more concerning because in just a small time in history, a small time frame, we have shifted the social consensus of what people think is.
Literally in the last fucking 50 years, if you existed 50 years ago, this is not a joke. You would be at high risk for fucking violence, literally because of the way that you look. I think part of the reason that she's so frustrating is she adopts the queer affectations with her display, and it's pretty obvious that she does it, and she co-ops that and rides off the civil rights that y'all have fucking got for yourselves. Amazing. Just went out and bought a handle of laudanum for my children so they'll be relieved of their penury fever.
Morally good and morally wrong. And this is also why I tell people that your morality, it has to be consistent. It can't shift depending on trends and culture and all that stuff because then it's not a standard. So, this was less than 50 years ago that this question was asked, and within that time, it's totally flipped on its head, whereas the majority of people now believe that...
How do you think she feels about phrenology?
You are born this way, and it's not a factor of environment or upbringing. And by the way, if you're curious about...
I don't care if it's a fact... I don't give a shit. It's pretty obvious that sexuality sits a little deep in us. You know what I mean? And it's also pretty obvious that our environment affects us. I don't give a fuck what the answer is. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You can have consensual sex with whoever you want.
This phenomenon of a shift in public perception, the official name for it is called the Overton window, and I actually did a video on it, so if you're curious on how that works, I'll put the link in the description below, which is very interesting because we hear that narrative, but at the same time, we see this push to expose children to this type of material younger and younger and younger and younger. It's in movies, it's in TVs, it's in school. You bring your kids...
yeah, gay people exist. They have my whole life, since before they were on TV.
To the doctor's office, and even they want to know what your child's pronouns are, Aziz or him, they, them, whatever. It's literally everywhere. If someone's born this way, then what's the point of exposing kids to this type of stuff, right?
What do you mean exposing them? What do you mean? It's just part of the culture. That's why. It's not about exposing anybody to anything. What do you mean?
Go.
Dumbass. She's so stupid, dude. Speaking of cis, my mom is now apparently offended by that prefix and says she's not a cis woman, just a woman. Tell her to stop being such a fucking triggered snowflake. Tell her I said that. Do you want me to talk to your stupid mom? I would fucking love to talk to your stupid mom. I love talking to stupid parents. Fucking big into that. Alright, Kathy.
It seems kind of redundant, don't you think? But in any case, this brings us to
if your mom's name is actually Kathy, that'd be
final
hilarious.
portion of the video. I mean it when I say that I truly hope you walked away with something to think about after watching this, because I pity anyone who complains about the ills of the world, yet offers no solutions, refuses to reconsider their position, refuses to hear out other arguments.
Okay, cool. Are you going to give your position or argument?
If your instinctual reaction is just to be emotional and call someone a homophobe or a bigot, then I truly pity you, because nothing gets done by doing that. And I don't understand how you can logically think that will fix anything.
I don't understand why you're such a fucking pussy. Please don't be mean to me. Instead, nobody watches, which is the same thing.
But if you did walk away with something to
Hilarious.
think about, regardless of the fact that I may have said things that conflict with your own personal belief
Please
or
don't be
lifestyle,
mean.
I truly applaud you and I thank you for sticking around. Now, let me end with this because I know
Do you think we'll get more views than she got on this video? 4.2K.
a lot of people are still going to get hung up on the fact that
You
this
could.
video appears to be some type of intolerant, bigoted, homophobic video, which, I mean, again, most people operate on emotion instead of reason. I'll say this, regardless of who you are or what you believe in, everyone is intolerant to something. It's unavoidable. I'm intolerant to your behavior and you're intolerant to my opinion and my opinion is intolerant to your belief, and that's just the way that it's always going to be.
I have a solution
so
to
stop
that.
using this intolerance as like a slur to shame people for setting boundaries, because really that's what intolerance
Setting boundaries for other people's lives? Dumb motherfucker. So fucking dumb. Am I on my account? No. She's still on fucking Twitter? You can PayPal her. Wow. She takes Ethereum and Bitcoin and all. Wow. No way. You think she takes gold? I bet she does. So fucking stupid, man. All right. Anyway, let's finish. She's got a couple more seconds on. Please don't be mean to me. Actually.
tolerance boils down to is boundaries. And in order to have a society that functions properly, you must have boundaries. So now the question is,
my
what
boundary.
type of
You're out. You're out of society. Whatever the fuck. Whatever description we can get down to, just fucking annoying. Anyone this annoying, out. Done. Shark pen. You're into the sharks.
boundaries? What should and should we not tolerate, right? And I hope that this
Yeah,
video gave you
definitely
something
not
to think about
tolerating
in
her.
terms of who we should look towards to define where these boundaries are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed
Who
this
should
video.
we look toward? Vaguely gesturing at fucking nothing at all. Literally too much of a pussy to put her foot down. Just so fucking stupid. Spineless piece of shit. I have nothing nice to say ever about her. Anyway, you guys chose that. She said nothing the whole fucking time, and that's why she has no viewers. None. Nobody watches her. She's pointless. God, dude. What a fucking pathetic human. Entirely pathetic to me. Talk to me anytime. You fucking loser. She'll never do it. She'll be like, "You're just too mean. You're just too mean of a guy." All right, well, eat shit.